Beep beep. Beep 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 beep. Hello. Hello everybody. Hello 𝗏𝗡s. Welcome in. So I know folks are slowly coming in. I know I wasn't supposed to start yet, but I didn't really have, not that I do have stuff that I need to do, but I've been feeling a little, my controller dropping. I don't even know if you heard that, but I've been feeling a little bit out of it. So I hope tonight is just gonna be like a good, calming, relaxing one. Let me post it as short, so I'm gonna pin that. If you can check that out if you haven't already, I'd appreciate it. Short for tonight. Well, how is everyone doing? Happy Monday, or for some folks it's Tuesday already. But hopefully everyone is slowly coming in. If not, then you know we have time. I'm like wrapped up in a blanket. It's crazy that it's pretty much fall season, fall time. Although I think technically fall does not start until next week. But it's crazy how everything is changing, and it's changing fast. A little bit earlier today too, I also, what did I do? Oh, I was browsing the good old internet, and I went somewhere and I was looking at Halloween stuff, and then there was already a Christmas section out on a certain website, and I was like, that's interesting. Of course I clicked on it, but it's very crazy to think that summer is technically not over yet, and low-key they're putting out Christmas stuff already. I don't know what happened to my model, but hopefully you can still hear me and everything is going well. You like fall because of apple cider. Yo, honestly, I've not had apple cider for a good while, which is kind of crazy to say, but low-key I kind of want apple cider myself. Hopefully I'm able to get some this season, but I'm happy that as you're mentioning apples and apple cider, there we go, I connected back. As you're mentioning apples and apple cider, leaning more towards apples, I'm really excited to get apple stuff and hopefully make some apple desserts. I love me some good old apple pie, and then I also was making apple crumble a lot last fall, so I really want to go ahead and take that chance to make apple crumble again, because making that was really nice. It's so therapeutic to just put something all in one big bowl and dump in all the ingredients and mix it around, and then you have something you just throw into an oven and you're done. It's really nice. So hopefully I'm able to get my hand on some good apples. Apple chips too. No, I've never had apple chips before. For a second I was like, I don't even think I've had apple chips before, but I don't think like period. I'm pretty sure I've never tried apple chips before. I would imagine they're like dehydrated apples, right? Dehydrated, a little bit crunchy. Probably those are pretty easy to make too, I would guess. You just slice them up and put them in an oven. Would that be how they work? I don't know. Thoughts on caramel apples? To be honest with you, I've tried caramel. I don't really think it was a caramel apple, was it? I had like candy-coated apples for the first time last year. Some family members in the Potato Pond actually were able to get like these really decked out apples with like different toppings covered in chocolate. I don't remember if one of them was covered in caramel. In my mind it was, but I remember like being able to see them for the first time, like ever like in front of me. It was a very magical sight. And then being able to, I don't really like the notion of eating, like biting off a whole caramel or candy coated apple, but I have the memory of my mom like literally slicing up the apple into like little tiny slices. It was very enjoyable that way, but I'd imagine getting a caramel apple in a theme park or somewhere else is probably very sticky to handle, huh? I think it would be very sticky to handle because, and also pretty messy, because I can only imagine like walking around with a caramel apple and then just getting a whole bunch of sticky, icky all over you and not knowing what to do with yourself. I don't really like to even think about that. That's probably not the best situation to be in, but in my however many long years of being a little silly potato in the pond, I really enjoy them, being able to like have them for the first time last year. Hopefully I'm able to like see some out this season and hopefully pick up some, or pick up at least one and try it. Not try it, but you know, get it to snack on. Pre-made ones usually come with a stick to hold, but usually I feel like even with like things on a stick, for the most part, I guess it depends, but with anything on a stick, in my mind I'm leaning more towards like popsicles, because of like, I feel like they get melty and then they get sticky and it gets all over your hands. It's not really nice to walk around with a stick and then drip on your hands, right? Yeah, like I'm thinking of it in terms of, okay, you're trying to bite or lick on this caramel apple, and then depending on how hot it is, it's probably a little bit melty and drippy, and then you get that stickiness. I don't really like stickiness, yo. Just imagining that wouldn't be really nice. Oh, let me catch up with what you guys are saying. Couldn't bite into it because it was too hard. Got it in Philly in the middle of winter, so it was super cold out too. You wouldn't want to bite into that outside anyways. That is my other like gripe right now as you're saying that, V, because low-key, like thinking about a whole candy apple, which also ties back to what I was saying earlier about, I really appreciated it when my mom like cut the candy apple that we got into like little slices. I feel like, especially as an adult, biting into things like candy things now, it's probably very painful. Forget about like the season and stuff. The season is another factor too, because I wouldn't want to bite into something like really hard and probably a little bit cold and frozen in the winter time. That's not going to be a vibe, you know? But low-key, V, I do get what you're saying about like going in and biting down on a candy apple and not like I feel for my teeth, and I already got my one wisdom tooth pulled out, so it's like low-key, that's very stressful to think about. But I'm just really excited for like apple stuff. I like apples with tamarindo and chamoy. Oh, chamoy. We have some chamoy friends. We have tamarindo and chamoy fans up in chat, Slay. I don't really eat tamarindo all that. I'm trying to like think about how to phrase this. I don't really eat like tamarindo in the same way that a lot of you guys do, because I know our cultures are different, but they're also the same in some ways. Usually when my mom makes like certain fried snacks at the pond, we usually eat it with tamarind sauce, which comes from the tamarindo fruit. That's like really my only experience with tamarindo. Other than that, like I never really tried it. And then chamoy, I might have had chamoy before actually. But yeah, I love eating tamarind sauce when I have like samosas, or even like other small like baked things that Mama Duck makes here at the pond. Those are really nice. Oh, savory. I probably had chamoy once or twice, but I know it's like it's sticky, right? I'm not wrong in thinking that chamoy is sticky, even as I'm looking at it too. Who knows? Maybe one day I'm gonna be able to get like try some Mexican. It's not really has to be Mexican, but you know, maybe I can try some of these things and react to it with you guys on live. It's a little spicy and a little thick. That's what I like. The consistency is probably similar to caramel with how thick the chamoy is, right? Or am I wrong in thinking of that? Ooh, samosas. Usually too, when you order Indian food, they offer like tamarind sauce. When you order samosas, I think that's a norm in a lot of if you order from a lot of Indian places. But Fish, welcome in, 07s. I'm trying to think of like other things that I could talk about that you guys know about, but I don't really think if I name like certain foods, you guys would really know about it. But there's a lot of like fried things that we have here in the pond. Like there's one that's a mixture of like peppers and flour, and you fry it. That we eat with tamarind sauce, and then there's another one. I can't remember what it's made with, but it's made with that same sort of like peppery flour base, and you also eat that with tamarind sauce. It's really nice. Maybe one day, hopefully, at some point, I would love to do a cooking stream, but we're not entirely there yet. But hopefully, I can introduce some of my culture to you guys bit by bit as we go along in our journey. I think that would be really nice and really fun. I get to expose you to different things, and then you guys also expose me to different things as well. Chamoy isn't normally spicy though. I think I saw like what did I see? I saw that it's like a little bit fruity with a little bit of spice. But when they're saying spicy, I'm guessing in terms of like it's packed with spices, sort of spicy, and not heat, sort of spicy, huh? I'm like Googling it back. It ranges from a liquid to a paste consistency. Typically, its flavor is salty, sweet, sour, and spiced with chilies. Alright, we'll see. One day. 50k sub goal stream? I don't think that can be 50k. It's gonna take me a little while if I ever want to cook on stream to actually like be able to show you like a good setup, and then also getting like the right equipment. Like for right now too, I don't really have the best equipment to do a hand cam, but if you wanted me in theory to set up a hand cam and do a hand cam with you guys, then low-key I should be able to do that. But then the other planning issue then becomes like, what would I want to do for a hand cam, right? Probably can do like something journaling or scrapbooking, collage related, like artsy. But low-key, I hope that like at some point I get to further learn about the different equipment that I can use, how I can change my setup a little bit, maybe get like a different space. That would be really nice to get like a different space. But I'm really happy to have what I have right now, be able to work with what I have, including the pre-made. Once again, I'm thinking about making another PNG dove for October, which October is gonna be here right before you know it. So we'll see if I make another PNG dove before October, because that's pretty easy to do. And I might use it for a good duration of October until I feel like I really shouldn't be using it anymore. Probably when October is done. But also, oh, hey folks, just lurking for now. Hope you all have a good time. You too. Hopefully you have a good time as well. GG's and 07s. Thank you as always for your hard work. Great, I lost my train of thought. Scary games, yes, thank you. Thank you, that is literally what I wanted to ask. So I did want to try some scary games / horror-ish games for October. So if you can leave suggestions in the community tab where I posted the schedule, I would very much appreciate it, because that will allow me to go back when stream is over instead of coming back here and you writing it. I would very much appreciate it if you can list a game or two. I did get Resident Evil 4 on the Switch a while ago, but low-key I am not playing that because I don't want to walk around with that president's daughter and then have to worry about a gun. Just don't force yourself. That's another thing too. You're right about that. I don't think I'm really gonna force myself if I feel like I'm too spooked out to do anything. to be honest with you, I was able to snag Duckie Literature Club on Epic for free. But I know that game goes into like really serious topics, so it's sort of like psychological horror. So you know, I don't think I'm gonna do that for a good while, but I do have that on there. And I really just have been trying to think about what other spooky games I can play. But if the season passes and I don't like play anything that I feel like I can't do, then you know, it is what it is. Monster Hunter has a very scary name to it. You're right. We should do some good old Monster Hunter. I should really bring back like some good Monster Hunter content for the channel. Probably do GU, since GU is like the scariest thing that's lingering in my brain right now, if I'm going to be honest with the potatoes that are in here. Low-key, a whole bunch of dialogue, a whole bunch of folks, I don't even know if coming into the term, but GU is probably like the scariest thing that I can do for next month, if I'm going to be honest with you. That, and probably something else that I want to try from the beginning again is Mario Wonder. So we'll see when I want to do that over, but I have a good, you're right to say that Monster Hunter would be a good one, at least GU. But I will be doing the other games as well. So it's slow at the beginning, but once you get past that, it's pretty easy and fun. Yeah, I really need to stop. I think my not to be like too hampering on myself. I feel like I've been a little bit toxic towards myself lately. I also need to like clean my room, because I feel like a messy room is also like a messy head right now, and my room is pretty messy, so I need to make sure I clean that up. But I feel like I've been pretty mean to myself as of late, because I've been reading a lot of comments that feel like they're pressure point comments, in the sense of you know, you need to do this, you need to do that, you're not doing this properly, you're not doing that properly, you don't even know how to do this, you don't even know how to do that. And then, you know, I just like overthink, which is not really a good mindset to go into, you know. But I really need to take it a little bit easier in on myself, period, and then also on my mental health, I guess I can say. There was someone who wrote yesterday, and it kind of was like a really bro type of moment, where someone had wrote on the Pokemon Scarlet stream when it was over. They don't necessarily like come in and write in chat, but they had wrote, you better start training in Legends Arceus for the hardest boss battle ever. And you need to do that off camera. And I was like, like internally, I was like, do you not read my schedule? Did you not like look at my schedule, bro? Did you not look at, I don't know, did you not look also at my title for the Legends Arceus stream on Wednesday? And then I was just like, low-key, that person needs to go before they come in on Wednesday, and I feel like they're gonna be annoying boots. Bot behavior, yeah. There are some folks that choose when they want to come to a particular stream, and then they either, number one, they backseat in the comment section, or they backseat to me live, and it's like this just feels like jarring almost, you know, which I guess in one case it's really a test of patience, and I think I need to be a little bit patient. But on the other half of it, it's also like, if you're being annoying, which is what I have in my rule set, right? It's like, if you're being annoying, then low-key, I have to let you go. I don't even think it's I have to, it's I will let you go. And I have to stop feeling bad about it too. Because I was getting a lot of that when we started off and I was playing Monster Hunter. If you go through the old VODs, there were a lot of people commenting and being like, you're playing Hammer wrong. You keep jumping off the edge and you're spamming that move and you're playing it wrong. I was like, I think in part that's low-key why I switched to Insect Glaive, but at the same time there was a lot of comments like that and a lot of other backseating stuff, and I was like, this is a lot to handle. But always go at your own pace. That's very, very true. I need to be a little bit easier on myself, especially when I see those types of things, or when, you know, different people come in and they randomly are like, you need to do this, you're doing this wrong, you know? I feel like if it was someone like, okay, if for example, I don't even know if Tata is here, but apologies Tata if you're just like lurking. If it was Tata, for example, and Tata was like, hey, you know, Dove, you're doing this wrong, you should use like XYZ controls. Or even Neon, who's here. Apologies, Neon, that I'm name dropping you. If it was like one of them two, oh, you just arrived, welcome in. Oh, sevens. We usually say in the Petito Pond, if we call someone's name and they aren't here, but they just arrived, they're gonna live long. I feel like you're gonna live long, bro. But anyways, back to my point. If it's basically someone that I typically see in chat and it's a name that I see frequently in chat, then I'm gonna be like okay and comfortable with a little bit of backseating from you. But at the same time, it's like if someone comes in and let's say their name is Ralph 7 underscore uwu, Ralph 7 underscore uwu, let's say, random, and they're like, you're actually playing this game wrong, you need to look at the frame rate, you dingus. You're not even looking at the frame rate and you're playing with the wrong weapon. You're also using the wrong build and the wrong jewel. Did you not play this specific mission? You need to do this, and this, and you're not even playing with the right controller in the right position. You dingus. You know, if it's someone like that, then of course I'm gonna get like a little bit scared, and that's also like toxic behavior on the other half of it. I think my point in me telling this story, also welcome in Peacock, good morning, as I'm like on my tangent, play the game how I want you to. Yeah, literally that, and it's only they come in for that, like, let's play. So it gets kind of muddly, you know? But it's a very interesting, it's always the oop. It's a very interesting thing to like watch people who don't normally come in. They probably just came for the game and they literally try to backseat you for whatever reason. It's like, why? It's kind of like, did I ask? Maybe I have to treat them like that. It's like, did I ask you? And just ignore it. I think that's what I have to do. I have to practice ignoring things. I think I also said that a couple streams ago, that I need to start ignoring things. So, like yesterday, oh my gosh. Firstly, about yesterday, I want to apologize if you were here at the very, very, very beginning of yesterday's stream. There was someone that came in and I saw the profile picture and the neurons in my brain activated about that little cow plushie. But I didn't read that guy's name. I thought it was like Ursula or something. I went back and I started watching the beginning of the VOD, and I was like, oh, no wonder you guys were like, bro, who are you right now? Anywho, I yeeted that guy out of my stream. So apologies about that yesterday. I truly did not look at that guy's name. I was like, but I wanted to be more mindful of that in the future. And I will say that I'll be more mindful of that as well. brighter note, though, today I gave birth to a crocodile. It's a wonderful boy. I was so happy. I gave birth to a beautiful baby crocodile boy. Where is he? There he is. This is for the folks that don't have Twitter. I named him Croco. Happy birthday, yeah. If I don't have a VTuber birthday, then we're celebrating this day as a birthday every single whatever day it is today, September 16th. Look at my beautiful boy. I got him from an egg. To be honest with you, was I expecting this? No. I was just like, something tells me I should do some 𝗩𝗙𝗙𝗥𝗠𝗔𝗧𝗜𝗢𝗡 eggs today. It was between 𝗩𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗥 and a 𝗩𝗚𝗡𝗦, I think, that someone else had gave me. In my mind, again, I think it was Tata, but I don't remember. But I saw the regions were different, and I also had to... I wanted to test out if the Pokemon has, like, E and G in it, if I can breed it with something else from a different region, which is the Ditto that Steve gave me from a different region. And I did 2 full boxes of eggs with, like, 3 in a third box. And I think when I got to, like, 1.5 of a box, or 1 and maybe, like, 3/4 of a box, that's when this little guy popped out. And I was like, this is crazy, especially considering that I don't have any sort of shiny charm. So, if so, congrats. Yeah, she is shiny. I named him, Croco. Here's my boy Croco, yo. Look at him. Look at him, look at him, look at him. Now I have something to think about now. I have something to think about. If I have to make the meme, add like the meme text that says do it for him, and print this out and put it somewhere where I can see it every morning and every day, and just look at him and start hustling. Like, this is my main motivator now. Crocodove, to be honest with you, after we were playing Pokemon Scarlet yesterday, I was thinking about hatching eggs, naming them Duckiedove, and putting them into the Wonder Trade, like how the Pokeven people do it. But low-key, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna send away all of the 𝗩𝗙𝗙𝗥𝗠𝗔𝗧𝗜𝗢𝗏 as I have as extra. I'm not gonna nickname them. And I did get some pretty good IV 𝗩𝗙𝗙𝗥𝗠𝗔𝗧𝗏s. I think like a 4 set of good IVs. They were at great at best. But some of them had modest nature, which I think is supposed to be good for a 𝗩𝗙𝗙𝗥𝗠𝗏. So if anyone wants a 𝗩𝗙𝗙𝗥𝗠𝗏 the next time we play Pokemon Scarlet, do let me know. And I have some in my boxers. I have a whole chunk, but I saved like the quote-unquote better 𝗩𝗙𝗙𝗥𝗠𝗏s aside. I set them aside, and then I have the rest of them that I'm going to Wonder Trade away. It's free advertisement. I think if I had a Quaxly, then I would start naming them Duckiedove. But yeah, this little guy does remind me of myself. Like mother, like son. Nothing in that head, I know. No thoughts, just... So funny, so funny. So I'm really happy. You named yours Marcia, the Quaxly. That's a really cute one. I don't think, I'm going to be able to breed Quaxlys, because the only like Quaxly / Quackavall that I have is the one that they gave me at the beginning of the game. So to do that is probably going to be a pain, especially considering that I don't have the shiny charm. I need to also, I think I'm going to also take the time to like write down what Pokemon I don't have in my Pokédex, and see if I'm going to be able to go ahead and not shiny hunt them, but try my best to get the ones that I don't have and put them in the dex off camera. And then if I need help like getting the Violet exclusives, then I'll come back on camera and ask you guys for help. I think that's also fair. But he has his mother's eye. Ah yes, just the... But I'm really happy. I feel like this was a blessing considering that I don't have any sort of shiny charm. And again, I think 1.5 boxes is actually not that bad. So 𝗏𝗏𝗥𝗠𝗔𝗧𝗜𝗢𝗡 is gonna... I think I'm gonna train 𝗏𝗏𝗥𝗠𝗢𝗡 off camera, but I'm also gonna see if I can use 𝗏𝗏𝗥𝗠𝗢𝗡 maybe in the blueberry DLC. So we'll see. But for now, he's just vibing. He's a level 1 baby in the box. Little 𝗏𝗏𝗥𝗏𝗏. And then after that, I want to do 𝗓𝗏𝗡𝗥. We might just do a whole episode of doing doing like egg stuff. We'll see. That's actually very good. Yeah, like I'm pretty surprised that I had no shiny charm, and then it was a Pokemon from Neon, and then another gen. So it was low-key Masuda breathing, but again, yeah, without the shiny charm, and then getting that in like however many boxes. It was 1 and some. It wasn't 2. It was 1 and some. It didn't go to the 2 mark. That was really lucky, I think. I don't even remember the number. I probably could count it off, but I'm counting my blessings, yo. Hopefully it gets better. Hopefully the most magical thing happens. But shiny hunting episode, honestly would love to do a shiny hunting episode. Probably like a little bit later when we're done with the game. We'll do like a couple of shiny hunts, but we'll see. And then if I have any extra shinies, I can give them away to you guys. I think that will be fun as well. Masuda method does help, but it's not as easy as most. That is true. For starters, you're gonna need Pokemon from like 2 different regions, and then it's low-key like how you're gonna get those if you don't know anybody from across the pond, across the way, you know? And then on top of that too, there's just a lot. Sometimes you get lucky, like that was really lucky to me, to be honest. Which you know that already, Op. But usually I feel like I've probably hatched over 200 to 300 eggs in Pokemon Sword for, I think, a Scorbunny? Or a Mimikyu, but it's kind of crazy. Don't you just need the Ditto from another region? I think technically the odds are boosted if you do 2 separate regions from your own. From my understanding. But, I was kind of confused that the 𝗓𝗡𝗙𝗄 that you gave... Well, for starters, I just saw the E and G next to the 𝗓𝗡𝗙𝗄 that I chose to pair up with the Ditto for today. And I was like, let me just test this because I don't know if... Because a lot of people were saying if it's an E and G mark next to it, that means it's a region other than your own. Someone was telling me that the last time, so I just used it. And then when I was done and I got that shiny, I was like, let me check the 𝗓𝗡𝗙𝗄. And then I was like, oh, this is literally Neon's 𝗓𝗡𝗙𝗄, so... I don't know. Just hit the part in the 2 times catch-up where you got your shiny 𝗓𝗡𝗙𝗄. Only thing I can say is Misao heard how little time it took to get your shiny with Masuda, he would cry tears! Poor Misao. I'm sorry to Misao, yo. Hopefully Misao's doing well. That's number 1. I know last time the boy told me that he was in a coding session. I saw like a whole heap. I saw a whole heap of Mareep today. I saw like a Mareep herd. And I didn't see any shiny Mareep, but I did get one before. Not on this, not with 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, but I was looking at them hoping that I can find one for him, but I didn't find any, so... Let me see, Pokemon. I can give you like a rough estimate. Yeah, it was an outbreak. Pokemon Scarlet Box. Wait till he tells you how long he was breeding Snowruds. He's been seeing oh boy. Wouldn't your mound count as a different region as well? I have no idea. Okay. Just trying to open the image in a new tab. There you go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So probably... Oh, apologies. It's 35, 40, 45, 50. Yeah, I would say like about between 45 to 50 eggs. That's when I got my shiny Fuecoco. Looking at the box numbers, because it was definitely one box, and then it was either in the third or fourth column, but I couldn't remember. Probably more towards like the fourth column. So that was probably, to be honest with you, I think I remember it being in the second placement. So 35, 40, 45, 46. It was either 46 or actually wait, I counted wrong. It was either number 46. Oh, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, hold on. 46 or 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, or 41. One of those numbers was the magic number for my Fuecoco, but still yeah, that was very, very lucky. Let me tell you, I was not expecting it. Did not have any sort of egg. I didn't have any sort of special things. But very, very, very good odds. Very lucky today. Hopefully I get even luckier than this. Maybe the universe will show me how. But afternoon, good afternoon, welcome in. Good morning or good night or good evening, good afternoon. Well, maybe I can get my Marie revenge one day. I think we are at some point gonna do like shiny hunting on camera. I think that will be very fun, but I'm also probably gonna get like very quiet. So in all, just to like tie this topic up with a bow, hopefully it's just good vibes central with doing any sort of shiny hunting or egg hunting or any of that stuff. And then I also want to do more raid stuff. Raid stuff is number one with Scarlet, and then maybe we'll see if I wanna have any special mods for Terra raids and building them up and seeing how that goes. I definitely want to do more Blissey raids when that rotation comes around, so we can get some more EXP candies for the little ones. I know that the Superior raid is going to start at the end of this week. Oh, balls. Balls. The Superior raid starts at the end of this week, if I remember, but next week I'm gone. Oops. So I probably will do Blissey off camera. I'm sure there's going to be more Blissey opportunities to do with you guys on camera, but we're gonna, I think Saturday, buckle up, because we're gonna... Thursday actually at 7 for you. Let me look at my schedule. Let me look at my schedule. That's the wrong page. Seeing a lot of things about Twitch being kind of crazy towards VTubers lately, which is, it's very scary to read. I was also about to make it like a Twitch October sort of vibe, but every time I look at Twitch and look at VTuber things, I get very scared. So Thursday actually at 7 for you, 7 p.m. All right, so Thursday we're supposed to do Sunshine. Then Friday is Rise Open Lobby. And Saturday is nothing stream, maybe. For my Monster Hunter folks in here, would it be better for you to play on Friday or Saturday? That is my question. For folks like Peacock, it would be either Saturday morning or Sunday morning. Both. Okay. Because I'm thinking I might change the Monster Hunter that I had for Friday for Saturday, so I have more folks in, and it'll be easier for more folks to tune in on a Saturday. And then Friday, I make it so that we can do some superior raids together. That's my thought right now. If I do change it, then I'm going to let you know in the community tab. But it most likely will be that. We'll see. I don't even have any sort of build for superior, but we might get lucky and maybe someone might carry us. Who knows? Like how whoever Candace is still, Ain't got no idea who Candace is, but bless that individual because they really carried hard yesterday. Who was it? It was me and Neon. Dang. Am I down to do 𝗓𝗡𝗙𝗥𝗡𝗢? So for this week, we are going to do Rise. I'm not planning to do World for this week. Another thing with 𝗓𝗡𝗙𝗥𝗡𝗢, there is someone in here. They came yesterday. They changed their name. I forgot their name. Change. I think it's like vtuber? Is it like vtuber? I don't really remember. I'm just gonna call them Faust. There was someone in here that said that they wanted to carry me with 𝗓𝗡𝗙𝗡𝗙 and just me and them. But, Faust, I was right. vtuber then. Okay. I didn't expect to wake up this late and still be chatting. Welcome in. To be honest with you, I started early, so, you know, it is what it is, but this is good too because it helps me practice my Zatsudan stuff because I don't really do Zatsudan things. So I think this is good that I'm having like a little chatty chat with you guys and practicing. But 100 Rise is going to be back on the menu. It's going to be the PC version. If you haven't clicked on that room, the room is already set up. Oh shucks, but I have it set up for Friday. I'm gonna move it to Saturday. I'm just gonna move it to Saturday so we can do superior stuff on Friday. Hold on. Alright, so yeah, I'm probably gonna do it on Monster Hunter Rise on Saturday. And then my promise to you all, and then also don't let this be a surprise if it happens. The keyword is if it happens. If there is any sort of mishap or any sort of like game malfunctioning, such as people are not going to be able to connect with the lobby, or yeah, people aren't able to connect into a lobby. There's some sort of like server issues or anything of the sort with Rise, then we're probably going to do World. And if World is the same thing, then I'm going to switch it to something else because I really do want to have it set in stone that when I come on the weekends that I'm able to play with everybody and it's not just me playing a game by myself. Do I have Sunbreak? I do have Sunbreak, but for this week I really wanted to do Rampage. Did not really have the chance to do a lot of Rampage stuff, but sorry, I actually have to pause. Give me a moment. Okay, apologies. Apologies about that, but I'm back. I see some people also came in. Enjoy your stay. Oh my god. I'm also trying to catch up. Drew. Trying to like read everything. I don't think I missed anything that was too important.